Good morning. Another beautiful morning. The ending of a week. We have a day coming up August the 8th. They call it the Lion's Gate. For those who follow astrology, I don't much. I'm curious. It's a big day. 8-8. A lot of energy's moving around. A lot of things are happening on this planet right now. You know, I sat on this one yesterday and I didn't do anything about it, but this hit me yesterday, and it's the topic that I want to talk about this morning, what I want to talk about this morning is stop judging yourself. For many, and I'm going to start with myself, I've spent most of my life judging myself, and it wasn't really even understanding I didn't understand what I was doing, judging myself. And as I grew, as I went further down this journey of my own life, I discovered that I have been spending most of my adult life judging myself based on others, based on what I've seen on TV and watching people. And for the biggest part of my life, I thought I wanted to be somebody else. And I judged my own value based on those who I was seeing that I thought I wanted to emulate. I've discovered here recently in the last few years that just wasn't who I've come here intended to be. And I stopped judging myself, and it changed me. Now, I'm going to sit and say that the judging part is still difficult because it comes in other forms. The not being worthy, judging yourself that I'm not due these certain things. I've come through religion. My early years, growing up in Catholic schools, I went through the whole process of training, being trained that, having the things really was a sin. And I got past most of the things, but guilt followed. Even when I started acquiring things, there was a sense of guilt. And I pushed it aside. And so the further we come down this road, and you will find that certain things resonate with you. You need to follow what moves you and let go of the judgment. Let go of seeing yourself having to be like a neighbor, like a friend, like a family member, like somebody you see on the TV that's living this life that would appear to be, bliss. We are all individuals, and we all come here with for a different reason. And there are things that will resonate with you that will be like, oh my gosh, this feels perfect. There will be people that come into your life that you will be touched by. I've described this as soul family showing up at your life, and they will resonate with you like no other. And then there will be people that you'll come in contact with. Where I'm going with all this is it's time to stop judging yourself. It's time to forgive yourself and forgive others. It's time to start cutting the chains that are holding you back. And there are things that are holding you back as they are holding me back. And I was told something the other day that kind of hit me. And you will find people will drop little seeds of information in your life. Now, you will have two choices. You can either receive or not receive. And for me, I am a perpetual student in this journey. So I feel like I'm always learning. Now, I don't take everything in, but I take a lot of things in, and what resonates, I bring in. And what doesn't, I let pass. But this piece of information that was given to me was like, oh, and it was judging myself. And it was brought out by the things that I was saying in a conversation. And sometimes we say things, we word our conversations in a way that for those who can see, will see your guilt. And as I was talking, I actually said a few things like, well, that's not for me. And that's what came out. And then when it was said to me that you need to stop judging yourself, it was like, oh. I've said this a few times in a few other videos that when you start becoming aware of who you are, people will say things to you that would have been at a time, it would make you get defensive. It would make you respond. Someone might say something to you that might seem negative, but on this walk, the further you go, you will realize, you will stop stepping back and ask yourself, why did that affect me? And before you give a response, you will ask yourself why, and you'll just step back and go, oh. And it's because there's something left inside of you that needs a little bit more work. Healing. Change the word to healing. And this is the journey. And a big part of you healing you through this journey is stop judging yourself. You are who you are. You're a beautiful soul. Start looking at the things that you do, and you do well. Start looking at all the things that make you happy. And you will find those things that make you happy, you do well. We're in a time right now where everything's being turned upside down. The world is not what it was, and the world will end up not being what it was. It's going to be different. And I believe it's going to be different, but in a very awesome way. So this part of the journey that most are on, we have choices. You have a choice to stay in the old pattern or open up to who you are. I did a video that I titled Metamorphosis. It's time to come out of your cocoon. It's time to bloom. It's time to spread your wings into who you truly are. You're an awesome soul. You're an awesome individual. It's time to stop judging yourself and see the beauty that lies within you. With that, I'm going to let this end. So if this resonates with you at all, you can find me on Instagram, The Power of Love Heals, which I'll be posting this shortly or uploading. You can find us on my Instagram or my YouTube channel, Nicolardo Power of Love Heals, and you can find me on Facebook, Twin Flame Journey, for those who are on that journey. Be well, be love, and until next time, stay awesome.